Ladies, before we dive into this message, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself one powerful question. Who am I becoming? Because the truth is, every choice you make, every habit you repeat, every standard you set is shaping the woman you are tomorrow. And deep down, you already know. You're not here to live small. You're not here to play it safe. And you're definitely not here to settle. You are here to rise, to step into your full worth, and to become the kind of woman who inspires respect without saying a word. This isn't just another motivational talk. This is a roadmap, a call to action, and a reminder of the incredible value you carry inside of you. And if you stay with me until the very end, I promise you, you'll walk away not just inspired, but transformed, with clarity, with confidence, and with the fire to become the high-value woman you were always meant to be. So lean in, open your heart, and let's step together into a higher version of you. Unshakable. Self-worth is the foundation of becoming a high-value woman, because without it, every other quality crumbles. Too many women measure their worth by the roles they play, the titles they carry, or the validation they receive from others. They allow the opinions of society, family, or even strangers to dictate how valuable they feel. But true worth cannot be handed to you, and it cannot be taken away. It must come from within. When you understand that your value is not determined by anyone else, you begin to walk with a quiet strength that cannot be shaken by rejection, criticism, or comparison. A woman with unshakable self-worth does not beg for attention, because she already knows she is worthy of being seen. She does not chase love that mistreats her, because she understands her value does not depend on someone else's acceptance. She does not crumble when faced with setbacks, because she knows her worth is not tied to one success or one failure. This kind of woman understands that her value is constant. It does not rise when someone praises her, and it does not fall when someone overlooks her. It simply is, because she exists, because she is unique, because she carries gifts and potential that no one else can replicate. Building this self-worth requires daily practice. It means silencing the inner critic that tells you you're not enough. It means replacing those lies with truths. Reminding yourself that your voice matters, your dreams matter, and your presence makes a difference. It means recognizing your strengths without downplaying them, and acknowledging your weaknesses without letting them define you. Self-worth grows stronger when you stop trying to earn your value through perfection and start embracing your humanity, flaws and all. A high-value woman does not compromise her worth for temporary approval. She knows that not everyone will understand her, agree with her, or support her, and that is okay. She would rather walk alone with dignity than be surrounded by people who do not respect her. This is what makes her magnetic. She does not need to force her place anywhere because her confidence and authenticity naturally draw the right opportunities, the right people, and the right environments toward her. Self-worth also shows in the standards you set for your life, the way you allow people to treat you, the way you honor your own time, the way you invest in your growth. All of these reflect how much you believe you are worth. When you treat yourself like someone of value, others are left with no choice but to treat you the same. You teach people how to value you by how you value yourself. The most powerful part of unshakable self-worth is the freedom it gives you. You no longer live enslaved to comparison, to fear of rejection, or to the need for validation. You step boldly into opportunities because you already know you belong there. You love without desperation because you know love adds to you, but it does not complete you. You pursue your goals with confidence because you know success does not create your value. It simply reflects the value that was already within you. A woman who carries this unshakable self-worth is untouchable because nothing outside of her can define what has already been decided inside of her. Emotional intelligence is one of the defining traits of a high-value woman because it allows her to navigate life with clarity, grace, and strength, no matter what challenges come her way. It is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be unaffected. It is about understanding your emotions, controlling your reactions, and using that awareness to build stronger relationships and wiser decisions. Too many people are controlled by their emotions. Anger drives their words. Fear stops their actions. Jealousy poisons their confidence. But a woman with emotional intelligence flips the script. She does not deny her feelings. She acknowledges them. She studies them. And then she chooses her response instead of letting her emotions choose for her. A high-value woman knows that emotions are powerful signals, but not permanent truths. She understands that being upset, insecure, or overwhelmed is natural, but it does not have to dictate her behavior. She has trained herself to pause before reacting, to breathe before speaking, and to think before deciding. This pause is where her power lies. While others lash out, spiral into negativity, or let anger burn bridges, she chooses calm. This calmness is not weakness. It is mastery. It is the ability to hold herself together when everything around her tries to pull her apart. Emotional intelligence also shows in empathy, the ability to understand others without judgment. A woman who is emotionally intelligent does not need to prove herself by tearing others down. Instead, she listens, observes, and responds with compassion. This makes her presence magnetic because people feel safe around her. They know she will not mock their struggles or dismiss their feelings. She creates space for honest conversations and deeper connections because her strength is rooted not just in confidence, but also in understanding. Conflict is another area where emotional intelligence sets her apart. Arguments and disagreements are inevitable, but the way she handles them determines her value. She does not scream to be heard or insult to win a point. She chooses clarity over chaos, seeking solutions instead of fueling drama. Even in disagreement, she respects herself and the other person, never lowering her standards to match someone else's anger. This ability to stay composed in conflict makes her not only respected, but also trusted. Most importantly, emotional intelligence allows her to build a healthy relationship with herself. She does not run from uncomfortable feelings or bury them under distractions. She sits with them, reflects on them, and learns from them. She asks herself, why am I feeling this way? What is this teaching me? How can I grow through this? This self-awareness turns every emotional storm into an opportunity for growth. A high-value woman does not seek perfection in emotions. She seeks wisdom. She knows she cannot control every situation, but she can always control her response. And because she owns her reactions, she owns her power. This is why she stands out in every room she enters, because while others are controlled by impulse, she is guided by intention. Her emotional intelligence makes her resilient, compassionate, and magnetic, and it is one of the clearest signs of a woman who knows her worth and lives from a place of strength. Healthy boundaries are one of the most powerful qualities that set a high-value woman apart because they define how she allows herself to be treated and how she protects her peace, time, and energy. Too many women have been conditioned to say yes out of guilt, to give more than they receive, or to tolerate behavior that chips away at their worth. But the truth is simply, without boundaries, you invite chaos into your life. A woman who knows her value understands that boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are gates that guard her well-being and allow only what strengthens her to come in. A high-value woman is not afraid to say no. She knows that every yes to something meaningless or draining is a silent no to her own priorities, goals, and peace of mind. She does not apologize for protecting her time because she understands that her time is her most valuable resource. Saying no does not make her cold or selfish. It makes her focused and wise. She knows where she needs to give her energy and where she needs to withdraw it. And she does not allow guilt to control those decisions. Boundaries also extend to how she allows others to treat her. A woman of value will never tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or mistreatment. She teaches people how to value her by what she accepts and what she rejects. When someone tries to cross her boundaries, she does not stay silent or shrink back. She communicates clearly and firmly. She does not raise her voice or lose her composure, but her standards are non-negotiable. This clarity is what commands respect, because people know they cannot take advantage of her kindness or mistake it for weakness. But boundaries are not just about others. They are also about the boundaries she sets with herself. A high-value woman holds herself accountable to her own growth and discipline. She does not allow herself to fall into toxic habits, negative thinking, or self-sabotage without correcting course. She recognizes when she needs rest, when she needs focus, and when she needs to step away from things that drain her spirit. These self-boundaries keep her aligned with her values and her vision, making her more consistent and powerful in her journey. The beauty of healthy boundaries is that they free her to give more authentically, because she does not allow herself to be drained by constant demands or toxic connections. She has more energy to pour into the people and projects that truly matter. She gives with joy instead of resentment, with fullness instead of emptiness. This is why she is able to maintain lasting relationships and create meaningful impact. Because she is giving from a place of strength, not depletion. A woman who masters the art of boundaries becomes magnetic, because her presence speaks of self-respect. People can sense that she cannot be manipulated or taken for granted. She values herself too much to settle, and that energy naturally attracts those who also respect and value her. Boundaries are not limitations. They are standards, and a high-value woman who protects those standards becomes unstoppable, because she creates a life filled with peace, respect, and purpose, where only what aligns with her worth is allowed to stay. Continuous growth is at the heart of what makes a woman truly high value, because it ensures she never settles into mediocrity and never allows her potential to remain hidden. Growth is not something that ends when a degree is earned, a job is secured, or a milestone is reached. It is a lifelong commitment to becoming more aware, more capable, and more powerful in every season of life. A high-value woman understands that every day is an opportunity to learn, to refine herself, and to stretch into the next version of who she is meant to be. A woman who values growth does not fear change. She embraces it. She knows life will always present challenges, transitions, and unexpected turns. But instead of resisting them, she uses them as fuel for her evolution. When something doesn't go as planned, she does not see it as the end. She sees it as a lesson. She asks herself, what can I take from this? How can I use this to be stronger tomorrow? This mindset keeps her from staying stuck and allows her to rise again and again, no matter how many times life tries to knock her down. Growth also means investing in knowledge and skills. A high-value woman does not wait for opportunities to come to her. She prepares herself so that when they do, she is ready. She reads. She learns, she seeks mentors, she develops new abilities, and she sharpens her mind. She understands that the more she grows internally, the more doors open externally. By continuously learning, she builds confidence, independence, and adaptability in a world that is always changing. But growth is not just about external achievements. It is also about deep inner work. A high-value woman commits to self-awareness, reflecting on her patterns, healing from past wounds, and becoming more emotionally and spiritually grounded. She does not shy away from confronting uncomfortable truths about herself because she knows the only way to rise is to face what is holding her back. This willingness to look inward gives her a depth that makes her both resilient and inspiring to those around her. What makes continuous growth so powerful is that it creates momentum. Every small effort compounds into something bigger, and every step forward makes the next step easier. Over time, the woman who chooses growth daily becomes unrecognizable compared to the woman she once was. Not because she became someone else, but because she uncovered the strongest, wisest, most authentic version of herself. A high-value woman never sees herself as finished, and that is why she always stands out. While others stay comfortable in old patterns, she is evolving. While others fear failure, she sees it as feedback. While others settle for less, she keeps reaching for more. This constant evolution not only transforms her life, but also inspires everyone who watches her to grow as well. She becomes a living example that growth is not an option, it is a necessity, and those who embrace it never stop rising. Confidence with compassion is the signature of a truly high-value woman because it balances strength with grace in a way that commands respect while also touching hearts. Confidence alone can make a woman appear powerful, but when paired with compassion, it makes her magnetic. People may admire confidence, but they connect with kindness. And when both qualities are present, a woman becomes unforgettable. She is not just someone who leads with authority, but someone who inspires loyalty, trust, and admiration because of the way she makes others feel while standing firm in who she is. Confidence begins with the way she carries herself. It is not about arrogance, showing off, or needing constant validation. It is a calm assurance in her value, her abilities, and her voice. A confident woman does not shrink to make others comfortable, nor does she inflate herself to prove her worth. She simply knows who she is and walks into every room with that unshakable certainty. Her presence alone communicates that she belongs, not because anyone else said so, but because she has already decided it for herself. Compassion, on the other hand, is the quality that softens her strength. It is the ability to lead without belittling, to succeed without stepping on others, and to speak truth without cruelty. A compassionate woman treats others with dignity, even when they disagree with her or fail to meet her standards. She understands that everyone is fighting unseen battles, so she chooses patience over harshness and understanding over judgment. This does not mean she tolerates disrespect or lowers her standards. It means she corrects with grace, guides with empathy, and carries herself in a way that builds others instead of breaking them. The power of combining confidence with compassion is that it allows her to stand firm without becoming hard and to care deeply without becoming weak. In her career, she can lead teams with authority while still creating an environment where people feel valued. In her relationships, she can express her needs clearly while also listening with empathy. In her personal life, she can pursue her goals unapologetically while still uplifting others on their own journeys. This balance makes her presence not only strong but also safe, which is why people are naturally drawn to her. Confidence with compassion also means she extends kindness inward. Too many women carry confidence in public, but tear themselves down in private. A high-value woman knows her inner dialogue matters, so she speaks to herself with the same encouragement and gentleness she offers others. She does not punish herself for mistakes, but learns from them. She does not compare herself to others, but celebrates her own unique path. This inner compassion strengthens her confidence because she is no longer battling herself. She is fueling herself. When a woman lives with confidence and compassion, she changes the atmosphere wherever she goes. Her confidence commands respect, and her compassion leaves people feeling seen and valued. She becomes the type of woman others aspire to be like, not because she is flawless, but because she has mastered the art of being both bold and kind. That is the essence of a high-value woman, a leader with heart, a warrior with grace, and a presence that uplifts and inspires everyone she encounters. So, as we bring this message to a close, remember this: becoming a high-value woman is not about perfection. It's about progression. It's about choosing every single day to honor your worth, to live with intention, to set standards that reflect your dignity, to embrace growth without fear, and to carry yourself with confidence that is softened by compassion. A high-value woman doesn't wait for the world to validate her. She defines herself, and in doing so, she lights the path for others. If you take anything from this speech, let it be this: you are already enough, but you are also capable of so much more. The power to rise, to transform, and to inspire is already within you. It just needs your decision to activate it. Don't play small. Don't shrink back. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. Choose to walk boldly into the woman you were always meant to be. I want to wish each of you the courage to start today, the strength to keep going, and the wisdom to never forget your worth. May you find joy in the journey, power in your presence, and peace in knowing that you are shaping not only your own future, but the future of everyone watching you. Thank you for giving me your time and attention. Thank you for allowing me to speak into your lives. And thank you for being women who are ready to rise higher. I believe in you, and I am rooting for you. Good luck on your journey, and may you step forward with confidence, with grace, and with unstoppable purpose.